if I knew it, I was raising my hand. I was like, I'm gonna get it in. So you won't bother me for a little while.
I just always remember hearing that. I said, damn. I was like, they know. They know. Oh my God. I was like, used to do that all the time. They just say, oh, you don't want me to call on you. You just putting your hand up there. He locates Dwayne and sends him to the board. And Dwayne, being the math genius he completes it correctly. And he puts a little pose on, looking at the guy who got it wrong.
Yeah.
And Dwayne is kind of like, it's like, you need to sit. And Colonel Taylor's like, you need to sit your ass. In so many words, sit your ass
basically,
down.
yeah.
Sit your ass down.
Like, it was like, bro, like correct answers are not an achievement. They're a requirement, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. Colonel Taylor, I was like, damn, man, you just.
He is a difficult man to deal with. He's a very
bro.
difficult man to deal with.
Very difficult.
He likes him some math.
They're difficult collegiate teachers, but professors. But I've never seen anything like Colonel Taylor. Like, Colonel Taylor, you acting like Mr. Bluen, Father Pavlak. Like, he's acting like
so you have seen the teacher.
Huh?
You've seen the teacher if you went straight to Father Pavlak, Mr. Bluen.
But high school, not in college. Kind of like college is kind of like, okay, you messing up, I just fail you.
I can deal with Pavlak though, bro.
Me and Pavlak.
I like Pav. I could dealing with. It was hard dealing with Mr. Bluen, bro. Nothing against him, bro, but it was hard dealing with him, bro.
No joke. I saw him in my 50th. I saw him in my 15th anniversary. He was like, "Hey man, there go Mr. Bluen." Yeah. That's what I said.
That's hard, bro. And when you have him 2 years in a row because you're in the A track, oh, bro, that's rough, bro.
Oh,
either you gonna get it or you not.
To the audience.
Anyways,
we must apologize. We're having horror stories.
Flashbacks.
We're having PTSD from math class in high school.
Helped me though when I got to college. I will say that.
What?
It did help me when I got to college. Because I took my credits and I was sitting in class. When you got most of the class asking you, and you sitting up there looking at it like, bro, you don't know how to do that simple equation, or looking at a girl next to you like, baby, you don't know how to do that, like for real, like all right,
dumb.
Like, but it just they didn't get the intensity that we had. So
no, so Colonel Taylor is talking kind of crazy to the class. I need y'all to be ready for next time and be the best and brightest, yada, yada, yada. He excuses the class. I know that Colonel Taylor needs some drizzles. It's like something to loosen up. Colonel Taylor needs some drizzles. Everyone leaves, and a knock at the door. It's Dwayne's girlfriend. She looks in and walks over. She said, Colonel Taylor looks at her. Well, hello. I didn't expect to see you. And she said, neither I, Daddy. Da, da, da.
Whoa. You actually heard the live audience kind of react a little bit.
A little bit.
That was like, you were basically kind of towards the end, almost the end of the live audience. Not the end, but you kind of pushing toward that, but they hit it. They were like, that's.
I kind of expected a little, a little rock, Whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, yo, Daddy. Like that's what you want the audience to say, yo, Daddy.
Yeah.
We are outside. Dwayne is walking Suzanne home. And he complains about Colonel Taylor, and that little look on her face, like, "Oops, I hope he don't."
She cut the conversation short too.
Man, did she?
She was like, "Hey, I got to get out of here." Like, dang.
No, but they approach her house, and she goes in. I gotta go, and she walks in, and he's walking away. Then he turns back around, and who comes out but Colonel Taylor?
Yeah.
And he says, "Mr. Wayne," and hello. He said, he said, "You're standing on my newspaper." Oh, I'm sorry. And he gives him the paper. He rushes off. But I don't know if if I'm in Suzanne's shoes, were you really trying to hide this? Like you,
Why?
because she walked Dwayne all the way up to the house. Like there was no risk of seeing her
Yeah,
father.
I mean, and it's on campus.
She was kind of like that student who raises their hand up in class who doesn't want to get called on.
It's on campus too. Like it's on campus.
Like
which you know that I'm going to address that later on.
Yeah, there's that. That is, yeah.
You know that's coming.
We go back to the pit. Walter rolls up on Jaleesa and compliments her new fragrance to learn that it's just hairspray from Freddie that
Yeah, Dwayne. Yeah, and Dwayne's in there all despondent.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta ask. I guess Jaleesa and Walter are a couple now. It's like they feel like they're still doing the dance. Like it's just weird. They never had a weird together.
I mean, they probably. I mean, with them being in the positions that they are on campus, they probably kind of. They don't want to make it obvious. I mean, people know, but I don't know, man. You ask. I don't know, bro. I'm just making.
You said don't want to make it obvious. It's obvious. I'm just
making up stuff, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm over here trying to make sense of a TV show, bro.
Are they? Jaleesa turns and she looks for her. She says she sees her jacket, and someone is sitting in her seat, and she tells to the girl, "My jacket," and the girl turns around.
She sure did.
And Jaleesa was like, "Negro, what's like?" And it was just a lot of attitude.
But that was a nice little subtle, one of those subtle moments that you kind of look past, kind of like Fred and Sam or something, bro. Just a subtle moment, like dude, it wasn't really needed, but it was needed in the show.
But it kind of continues. She tries to get another seat. Dude, that's a fight in the Punch Out. I ain't gonna lie. I might be wrong because
I wasn't in the Punch Out a lot, so
I wasn't. But I'm thinking that, like, could you? No, Negro, no. I don't want you to hand me my jacket. I need you to get up out my seat. There's a jacket there for a reason.
I literally think that I can count the number of times on one hand I've been in the Punch Out, and the only time that I specifically remember being in the Punch Out was when they made when they did the OJ verdict.
Oh my God,
that was the only time I remember being in there.
That was different. Dwayne rolls in. He's upset. He's like, "How many women on this campus? How many?" And Ron says, 2,136. Here's a question. If they got 2,100 women, I mean, I don't know how many guys they got. Like, Hillman is basically operating up with 4,000 students. Like, man, do y'all have an endowment I don't know about? What's going on? The Gilbert Hall?
Maybe, but I mean, more than likely, you're looking at about 1,000 or something, because more than likely the ratio is probably going to be 2 to 1 at least.
So we talking
women to men.
3,500 maybe. It's like, man,
something like that.
I see why
something like that.
Hillman can't be expecting to win no football games or bad. Hillman can't expect to win anything with that smaller population. I'm just saying.
How many students? What's the population of Howard?
Oh, 10,000?
Really?
I think so. Somewhere between.
I don't know, bro. I mean, when you think about it,
well, you know what? I can't really say that because as of recent, a study was done and they said that 19% black, like 19% of the school population is black males, like only 19%.
But what I'm saying is, when I think of Howard, I'm thinking of the main yard. You got school engineering down at the bottom of the hill, and now they have some other buildings out there, but I can't picture there being. I would be interested to know how many students actually. What's the population yearly at Howard? At least when we were there, I would be interested to know. 10,000 seems like a lot to me.
I'm making the assumption that we increased, but I thought it was.
It might be though.
I'm quite sure it was 80. It's like 8,000. I know when I
Okay.
was. I think when we were there, it was like 8,000.
I mean, when you think about a school like,
And it might include
when you think about a
grad
school,
students.
when you think about a school like a big time school like Ohio State or Michigan, shucks, they damn stadium fill 100,000.
That's a city. That's a city in itself. Dwayne is stating how he is Suzanne's
Sad.
current colonel's daughter, and Ron is like, dump her, dump her. That's what you need to do. Get rid of her. It's okay. All right, Colonel Taylor, man, Colonel Taylor just strikes living fear across the whole campus, and some of these people don't even take his class.
When did Freddie come down though?
Freddie wait.
Because Freddie comes down to the pit at some point too.
Yes, but not here. Wait.
Oh, not here?
Wait. She can't. No, she does come down here.
Yeah, she had the big hair, bro. Freddie
Yeah.
came down looking like $1 million, except for that
No.
big hair. That hair was kind of that hair. Ooh, that hair was rough.
Let me look at my
A
notes.
little too big hair, brother. The big hair was a little too big for me.
No,
bro.
it's you know what? She comes back. I forgot they come back to the pit because
Oh,
we go to Kim and Whitley's room to see Freddie getting her makeover, and she's going through this whole thing, and Whitley is drilling her.
she had the outfit on. She had the new outfit on.
She hasn't had it yet on. She still got the hand rollers, and Whitley is driving her, or not driving her, but drilling her on her
Driving her. You said it right. Driving her.
Well, whatever. He's giving you.
In New Orleans, when he said driving somebody, that means you're getting them mad, getting them a little upset.
She was running down the regiment or whatever, and Jaleesa makes fun of it. Freddie's like, "Why are you so care about this?" I say, if you know you're not gonna be with Dwayne, why are you doing all this? Because I want to show him what he's missing. We go to the pit, and Suzanne shows up with Mrs. Meadows cookies, clearly a knockoff of Mrs. Fields.
Dwayne was an ass too, bro.
He was like, he said, here's some cookies. He's like, cookies. No, you ain't got to feed me no cookies. I don't need to know. No, I can eat my day. I can eat myself. You know what I mean? I was like, why are you being like that? And Dwayne's acting crazy, and Susan detects something is wrong. She basically asks it. Basically, he gives it up like, Colonel Taylor. So she knew. He's like, yes, Colonel Taylor's my dad, and I didn't tell you this, that, and the other. At least you hung around to tell me something. Most guys just don't call back.
Stop calling.
Colonel Taylor just shouldn't strike this much fear, because it just shouldn't. Like,
Hey, bro, that's what dads do, bro. I guess I don't know. And you a colonel?
yeah.
And you teach one of the hardest math courses on campus. There's too many combinations going on. She should have never gone to Hillman.
In light of that, Freddie makes her debut with the knockoff version of My Prerogative played in the background. It's just not. It's my.
I didn't. You know what? Hey, you're right. That is correct. You're right.
It was like it might. Is this like what is? What are you doing? Whitley is like walking with her like she's her her keeper and stuff like that. Freddie, keep your head straight. Her hair is permed
Big
up.
hair, bro. Big hair.
She looks like there was a movie with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the woman was
the woman
his
from
secretary
with the red hair.
Yes, and that's what it reminded me of. Like
Melissa Griffin's. I can't remember her name.
Melanie Griffin.
I know Melanie Griffin.
Yes.
Working girl.
Yes, that's what it made me think of. Yes, it's like.
And her hair in that movie looked terrible. I never saw that movie, but I remember that hair, and I was like, bro, you got too much going on up there, bro.
Yeah,
you got too much, man.
And everybody is like, ooh, that's Freddie. Ooh, wouldn't be seen in green. That's what it feels Freddie. Like. It's like everybody's looking, and she's approached by what I can call a man who looks like he's straight out of Ebony Fashion Fair. And for some reason, Whitley knows that he is the heir to a dental floss fortune. Like, there's some people at Hillman, like, as far as like black wealth, I've learned through Whitley.
It's the same thing in Howard, bro. Like I had people who I didn't realize until like after like the lineage that they had who went to Howard, like their parents, their grandparents, their great grandparents. I'm sitting up here like, man, my mama went up the street to Xavier, my daddy went to Dillard, my daddy caught the bus out to Magnolia to Dillard, and Rod here at Howard.
These are the people who actually went places for summer break. That always, like, not summer break, spring break. Like, that always tripped me. Summertime for us was Houston. He told me, I'm talking about spring break. Break. I'm talking about spring break. And when people would do like things like go to Jamaica, and that's when I realized everybody had money. I said, wait, where are you going? You're going to, like, I'm going up to you. You know, you hear of it, but then people going to the Hamptons.
The time I went to Atlanta, that was like the splurge of the century. Like, man, I ain't going to Atlanta.
What you doing for spring break? I'm going to the other side of the room.
I'm going to see my boys from high school at their college.
That's even. I still beat you. Where you going? I'm going to Mama San and Papa San get this steak and cheese, and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be in this room for the next 7 days. That's all it is. I'm gonna be here for the next 7 days. But that is when I learned how much money was at Howard. When there were people like, "Where are you? Wait, like you go places for spring break?" Like I understood.
You learn the range of people from the people who are basically trying to make it dirt poor all the way to the people who got a whole lot going on, got endowments.